Hello, welcome to my channel Tarot with Kate 06. I am Kate. I'm so excited to have you here. And today we're going to be looking at what you can expect in April 2026. We're going to do both a pick a card reading as well as we're going to sort of look at energies for each zodiac sign too. I would suggest you to do both because there would be messages that you need to hear from both fronts. All right, now there are 4 cards here. I would want you to choose one of them, or you can choose even more than one. So this is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. You can choose based on your intuition, and there'll be a short segment if you need help. In case your intuition has gone on a break, that's perfectly okay. You can choose based on your, you can choose based on your date of birth, basically taking your day of birth, and we will get into that. So there'll be timestamps below that will help you with that. Either way, do trust that whatever you choose is going to be the correct group or groups, all right? So don't second guess. Okay guys, so if you want to choose based on your day of birth, take your day of birth, not date, day of birth, and add it to a single digit, all right? And we're going to see where it falls and okay, so which pile you need to select. All right, so if your day of birth adds up to 9 or 2, then you should be going with group 1. If your day of birth adds up to 8, 4, or 3, so 3, 4, or 8, then go ahead with group 2. If your day of birth adds up to a 1 or a 7, then go ahead with group 3, and the remaining numbers, which is 5 and 6. If your day of birth adds up to 5 or 6, then go ahead with group 4. All right, so this is what your group looks like. Again, trust that you've got the right groups based on your day of birth, because we've also shuffled these number cards. All right, I'll see you in the reading. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your April 2026 reading. You landed on this reading because you were attracted to this particular card based on your intuition, or because your day of birth added up to 2 or 9. Either ways, rest assured that you are on the right path. Now, coming to your main energies for this particular month, it is major shift, introspection, or new beginnings. All right, a time of deep change and introspection, marking the start of a powerful new cycle. And looking at this, the dark, and there's this glimmer of light, I feel like a lot of you have been waiting for the tides to change. The last few months have been pretty stagnant or dark for you, and you've been wondering when change will occur. Well, April is when the change will occur. You will start seeing a glimmer of light. Things will start to happen for you in your favor, and you will have the spirits guiding you as well as having your back. All right, I'm going to keep this here. Let's start with pulling out some oracle cards for you. Okay, this one wanted to come out. It says connection. Exactly. So there is a connection with your higher selves. They are saying they have your back. You will also feel a connection because sometimes when we are going through dark times, we do, turn to the Lord, the spirits, the light, whatever you want to call it, the God, Bhagwan, and those are the times when we feel the most we feel their messages, their connection to us the most. So most of you have been here, you've been, sort of praying for change, and that's coming. The spirits have heard you. They're saying you have learned your lessons, whatever the karmic lessons were there. And you also have confront. So the spirit is also asking you to confront any of those past lessons that you needed to sort of learn. This could be a person, this could be a situation. They're asking you to take a reality check, and that itself, because you've done that, because you've done the work in terms of taking your rose-colored glasses off, knowing your capability, things are going to start changing for you in April. All right, let's pull a few more. Okay. Spy. Someone got their eye on you. You are doing your research. I don't know whether you were able to see this properly. Yeah, someone's got their eye on you. You are doing your research. So this can be interpreted in several different ways. Let's say you were looking for a job. So someone definitely has, they're looking at your resume. They are sort of going through your LinkedIn profile. They are in a way spying on you virtually, maybe. And yeah, you're definitely getting a lot of interest. You might also be doing your research, right? Now you sort of have a clarity on what you want. So you are going deeper into maybe an organization, maybe into a role. Some of you might be students who were studying and now you're sort of doing your research on what do I want to do next. In terms of relationship, love, this is pretty obvious. Someone's got their, eye on you. You've got a secret admirer. So April is when you might actually come to know who they are. And I'm just gonna put this for, if there is any nazar on you or any black, what do you call it? Black magic or evil eye, that's taken off. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna keep this here. Yeah, so someone's definitely got their eye on you. They are trying to know more about you. So keep your antennas up, group one. You will be hearing from them, either this organization or this person, very soon. You got wombat spirit, be at home. Yes. Vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. Exactly, and I'll talk about that a little more. Okay, you wanted to come. All right. And fox spirit, think on your feet. Exactly. So let me just move this up a bit. Okay, so what the universe wants to say is, you've spent a lot of time in your particular situation, and you might be almost sort of used to that particular situation, which is good because sometimes when we accept things, that's when things change. So your ability to now know your capabilities, know your strength, your ability to pass through a dark time and come out of it victorious is the strength that you will have to continuously remember and continuously embody for at least till June. Doesn't mean that things are not getting better. They are getting better, but sometimes things will take time. So nothing is wasted. Everything that you have gone through, not one of it, not one moment, not one lesson is wasted. And think on your feet really means that as things happen, you might be asked to confront something new. New changes are coming, new opportunities coming, someone new is coming. So you may have to think on your feet to be ready for them. And you have the capability. Absolutely, you have this connection with the spirits. They will guide you, but you're also getting very good on thinking on your feet. So be ready for sudden surprises. All right, so don't keep that phone on silent. Keep checking your emails. Keep checking your LinkedIn profile if you have one. For students, right? Be ready with your visa documents. I don't know why I said visa documents, but maybe some of you are applying outside, but be ready with your visa documents. Be ready with whatever might be needed to get to the next point. Okay. Let's get some tarot cards. We're going to keep these cards aside. All right, so I've got your oracle cards over here if we need them, but let's just see what should group one know about April 2026. What does group 1 need to know about April 2026? What does group 1 need to know about April 2026? So group 1, I'm going to start peeling the cards off from the top because that's what I am getting the message to do. All right. So you've got 7 of Wands, the Fool, definitely a new beginning. 3 of Cups, beautiful. You are celebrating with your friends. Queen of Cups, going into emotional stability. And the Hermit, beautiful. Okay. So starting with the 7 of Wands, definitely, the 7 of Wands is someone just trying to defend their position, hold the ground, and it's been a very tiring time for you. Like I said, I can absolutely see that. But you've been strong. You have not given up, and that is such a beautiful trait, such a beautiful energy to have. It's probably the most difficult thing any one of us can do, and you have mastered it. And the Spirit is basically saying now there are going to be new beginnings that will make you, and I heard my dog bark, so yes, new beginnings for you, group 1, where you will be celebrating. And you were going through a lot of emotional upheaval when you were going through this time, when you were going through that dark time. But now you're getting into the Queen of Cups energy. You're going to be emotionally stable. And you become emotionally stable when life is starting to respond to what you want. Some of you might also be manifesting. You might have gotten into a spiritual practice of sorts. You might have been, reading about the secret, practicing law of affirmations, law of assumptions, and slowly you are seeing the tides turn, and you are now someone who is unaffected by the events because you are much stronger. You have this connection with the Spirit, with the universe, and you can always count on it. But more than that, you have understood that all the lessons that you have learned have not been in vain and will never be in vain. So the Queen of Cups is the energy. And finally, the Hermit. The Hermit, I feel, is the most powerful card that you could have got. Why? Because it tells me that you are now in the self-sufficient mode. In the original deck, it's this old man holding a lantern and walking up this path. It means that you are done waiting for others or for things outside of yourself to change. You know that you have the power to change things. You are the one holding the lantern and lighting the way. Right, so this is definitely a new chapter is beginning for you in April. You're not going to, I'll be honest, you're not going to see overnight success, which is good because you need to go through this so that you can appreciate it, so that you can use the lessons that you have learned, apply them, and then move forward. But absolutely a huge change is coming for you. April is going to be the turning point, and I'm getting to tell you that June is when you will see tangible outcomes in terms of money. I'll just try and see if there is one more card that I can pull out for you, just in terms of what you can expect in June. Yes, the Star card. Yes, exactly. So in June is when your hopes, your desires start to manifest. You will start getting into the star mode where you can literally feel like you can fly, because anything and everything you want to manifest will come true. This is such a beautiful reading. Group 1, please do make sure that you're claiming it. Give gratitude for this. I will see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as check out the readings for your rising, moon, as well as sun sign. Thank you. I'll see you soon, Group 1. Bye. Hello, Group 2. So you've chosen this group because this was the card that you were attracted to via your intuition, or because your day of birth added up to 3, 8, or 4. Either ways, be rest assured that You have chosen the correct pile. All right, so your card is Full Moon in Capricorn. Acknowledge your achievements and uphold your responsibilities. Achievement, structure, responsibility. Wow. All right, so I feel like a lot of you will be called on to either take on a bigger role in your life, in your career, in your relationships, in a certain situation. So for example, in your career, then you might either be promoted or you might have to do more work, or you will be given larger responsibilities. Either ways, because I also see achievement and structure, you might also be asked to put in certain structures. Either ways, this is sort of like an upward trend. This is you building on an existing foundation, and you're sort of, starting to go up. All right, so you got your first oracle card is Pain of Guilt. Let's pull out one more. And you've got Comfort. All right. Guilt is a double-edged sword that slices through your peace of mind with rueful thoughts while leaving gashes of pain in its wake. Guilt is often like a slow poison for your self-esteem. This card is an indication that it's time to overcome your guilt. It asks you to take action against the situation or person causing guilt in your heart. Confrontation will ease your pain and clear your guilt too. Yeah, I feel like whatever is coming in, right? You've been asked to take a bigger responsibility or a bigger play a bigger role, but there is guilt sort of holding you back. You're not really sure if this is the right thing for you. There is self-esteem issues. You might be thinking, well, a little bit of an imposter syndrome that might be coming up, but the universe is saying you need to leave all of that out, because whatever is coming for you, you were destined to take that out. Some of it might also be because of for example, maybe someone in your workplace was fired, and now you get to do what they were originally supposed to do. Yeah, that's probably why you feel this guilt. But either ways, it's just the universe saying, well, this has landed. This is your deck of cards. You should move ahead without having to feel that pain. Your angels love you unconditionally and are willing to help you go through the situation. All you need to do is ask for their help and confront the factors causing guilt. Yeah. I think if once you figure out what is it that's causing you this guilt, and you might already know why. I feel like you do know why. You should be able to get into this new role, this new opportunity that's coming. Let's also read Comfort. That is Comfort. I feel like some of you will have Comfort also coming in, but it's Confront. So reality is multifaceted. You have fallen into the habit of only looking at the brighter side of things or situations or people you're struggling with. Your angels are directing you towards seeing the actual reality, which you have been ignoring due to ego or sorrow. The Confront card indicates that you need to be flexible and be open to face the actual reality. It may not be what you desire, but truly reality will eventually lead to your ultimate good. It is time for a reality check. Yes. So definitely, whatever is happening or whatever was happening across Jan, Feb, March, you might have been either oblivious or you might have been very okay with it. You were not confronting the reality. The spirits and the universe wanted you to step into a bigger role, but something was holding you back. So it was either you felt like, no, I don't deserve this, or you felt like, hey, things are going the way it is. Why should why fix something that's not broken? But the universe is saying, well, it's high time that we get into fixing it, because otherwise, if you continue going into the path that is already there, you let things be the way they are, it might come to a point where it breaks so much there's nothing to fix. All right, let's also look at some cosmic insights. This is more for relationships, pregnancy. I'm going to take out one more. And vacation. Okay, so pregnancy, someone is expecting, and vacation, you will be traveling soon. All right, so this could be a real pregnancy, which is also probably what it means by taking in responsibility. Yeah, it does not really mean actual pregnancy. In some cases, for some of you, it might actually mean that you are, expecting either a new child. You might have adopted it. Either way, something is happening, something new is happening, which might also sort of make you feel like, yeah, sometimes like when when parents are expecting a new child, kind of feel like, oh God, all that freedom is gonna go away. And it's hard to sort of confront, this new reality, right? You might be facing, a new situation, either at work or at, just in life. And you're like, do I even have the capability? Am I even ready for this? Am I even worthy of this? But this new thing is coming in, whether you like it or not. It is coming in. There is structure. There is responsibility that is coming your way. And this whole thing will lead you into a better situation. All right. You don't need to worry about how am I going to handle this, because like I said, the angels are by your side. And vacation, you will be traveling soon. For some of you, this might involve travel. So you might be changing residences. You might be going to a bigger house. In some cases, in terms of work, you might actually be traveling. But once you change your mindset, once you actually get into this travel, into this journey, you will actually enjoy it. It will actually be a vacation of kinds, because you feel like, things weren't as bad. Once I confront the reality, once I know what I'm capable of, take those rose-colored glasses off, know that I'm capable of stepping into it, things are much, much better. All right, you've got eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. I feel like this, you needed to hear this maybe. The universe, God, the spirit has your back. And I don't know, maybe the number 23 would be of importance to you. But yeah, spirit has your back. Whatever you are embarking on, whatever this new responsibility is. Yes, maybe your previous life was easygoing and responsibility can feel heavy, but know that spirit has your back. Know that this will let you get into a much better situation. Swan spirit, time for a deep dive. Yeah, time to sort of, I don't know, get into work, time to sort of get deeper into things, time to, some of you are becoming an expert of kinds. You've been asked to sort of take a responsibility for something that you were just like, managing on the outs, but now you need to sort of take a deep dive. And seahorse, watch and wait. Yes, this is, so obviously, April is going to be a time not of like big outcomes, I feel. It's going to be a time when you are stepping into things, when maybe the reality of things sort of hits you. And, which is also good, because sometimes we just need that mindset shift. And what the cards want to say to you is something beautiful is coming. And as you get into it, it will feel like a vacation, even if it involves traveling, either a true, like an obvious travel, or just traveling in terms of like an emotional or a mental travel. It will soon feel good. You will want to dive deeper into it. And with spirit having your back, yes, there is a little bit of a watch and wait scenario, but this will pay off. All right, let's look at the tarot cards for you. All right, what can group 2 expect in April? What can group 2 expect in April? So typically I just remove the first few cards, but in your case, I feel like the spirit is going to guide us. All right. Okay. Knight of Wands. Yes. So Knight of Wands is definitely responsibility, but it's also, a card of like achievement. It's a card of inspiration. It's a card of moving up in the world. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep all these cards over here. We know what these cards are. We'll take them as we need them. I'm still going to keep you. All right. Let's see what the other cards are. This group 2 would need to know about. All right, you don't want to come on. Group 2 need to know about April. All right, so you got the Hermit, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Right. So yeah. So definitely, these two cards do tell me that, you know, April is not a lot of movement, but it is a it is a month of building your foundation, building, taking on that responsibility, building what is required of you. So, there's not going to be a lot of, at least it doesn't seem like a lot of fast one, but both the Hermit and the Hanged Man, these are not cards of like, yeah, you've got cards where just waiting is stressful. But that's not going to be the case for you. You're going to enjoy this. You are going to take, where was that? You're going to take a deep dive into things. You're going to learn new things. You're going to take the time to be prepared for it. All right. Let's take one more. Okay. All right. I'm just going to take the first card that fell face up for you guys. Okay. You got the King of Pentacles. So for most of you, maybe money might be on the mind. But yes, we talked about how, you know, whatever is coming for you, it will take you into it will propel you forward. Now, the King of Pentacles, it's definitely a card which tells you financial abundance is there in the horizon, but it is a bit of a slow card. So, and the fact that it comes after Three of Pentacles, it tells me once you take those rose-colored glasses off, right, in April, once you focus on this, taking on this responsibility, putting in structure, doing what is needed of you, once you get into that role, yes, there will be a little bit of a waiting period. You may have to confront this pain of guilt. You may have to, figure out a few things, but know that Spirit has your back. Okay. But, and of course, the fact that you will be going towards the path of abundance. All right, there's nothing but stable fortune coming towards you. I'm going to I did not do this for group 1 because I did not feel the need to, but I am going to do this for you. We are going to get out a message for you. Because this is, I feel like this reading is guided a lot by the Spirit here. And suddenly, oh wow, all the possibilities, opportunities, and inspiration will sparkle all around you. Stay open. Oh my God. Group 2, this is such a beautiful message. I feel like this sums it all up. All you need to do is just be open. Just take the responsibility. Step into that new role without the guilt. Confront what is there. And inspirations, wants, opportunities will sparkle all around you. This is such a beautiful reading. Yes, in April, you're definitely being guided into a new path. You might have already known this. Yes, it's going to be a little less carefree than what you might have. And maybe that's good. Maybe that's what you wanted to. But yeah, April is going to be a great month for you guys. Definitely around June, I feel like things will be moving to a point where you're going to see true tangible outcomes, like actual money coming in. All right, so that's something else the Spirit's asking me to say to you. All right, that's all that I had for you, group 2. Again, congratulations if you are expecting, and I hope April is a great month for you. Bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading for April 2026. Now, you chose this group because you were attracted to this particular card or because your day of birth added to 1 or 7. Either ways, know that you have chosen the correct pile. And the message for you in April, at least the overall theme, is going to be new moon in Gemini. So embrace new connections and explore ideas with a curious mind. Your keywords for April 2026 are communication, curiosity, and adaptability. For some reason, I kept saying 2024, or rather, those were the dates that were coming. So something that may have happened in April 2024 is of importance here. So if you are journaling, or if you have like a way to go back and see what happened in April 2024, group 3, do try and do that. Let me just adjust this because we'll need a lot of space. Okay. All right, let's start with your oracle cards. Let's see what the overall theme or beauty. Okay. Overall theme for your April is. Okay, so you've got beauty and you've got wisdom. All right. So I definitely feel like through your connections, through sort of your curiosity, you will find something to appreciate, or you will see appreciation of some sort happening for you through your connection. So it could be as simple as you help someone find a job, or someone is speaking really well about you, or they are speaking they are talking about your wisdom, like a recommendation letter, or they are sort of saying that, you know, if you want this job to be done, person A or person in this group, well, group 3 person is the man or woman or whatever is the gender that you identify with, that is the person for you. All right, so let's read beauty and wisdom. Okay. Discover your inner beauty and appreciate it. Don't wait for someone else to tell you how beautiful you are. Loving yourself is the highest form of self-acknowledgement. There are different ways in which you can love yourself and recognize your inner beauty. One is to listen to your inner voice, while another way is to look after yourself. You have been doing too much for others and have been bogged down by others' responsibilities for a long time. If it helps, go out in the midst of nature to get intimate with your real self. In the lap of nature, your inner beauty will resurface, making you feel more confident and more loving towards yourself. Yeah, so definitely, maybe all the way from Jan to March, you may have been doubting what is it that you bring to a certain group, to your organization, and that may have resulted in a little bit of like a self-esteem issue. In April, through maybe your connections, through your friends, through the people surrounding you, you get to know more about yourself. You're like, you know, you're surprised to hear this. And in April, maybe you need to take more deliberate steps to sort of appreciate yourself. Maybe you've forgotten how amazing you are. Group 3. So even though this might be a catalyst, people talking about you, the cards are basically saying, or spirit is saying in April, do that more consciously. All right. To a point where once you get into May, June, you may not really need other folks to tell you how amazing you are. You would know. All right. Let's also look at wisdom very quickly. Wisdom cannot be gained in a day. It is a state of mind, exactly, that is attained with patience and perseverance. Yes, so your ability to recognize how amazing you are, or how awesome you are, will take practice, will take wisdom, but be rest assured that it will happen. Firstly, it means realization of self, of situations, of emotions, of people around you, and managing this realization wisely. Absolutely. Second, it means controlling your reactions to situations in your life without anger or impatience. Once you learn to handle things wisely, you will learn the importance of wisdom. This card indicates the beginning of your expedition, much like Prince Siddhartha started his journey towards becoming Gautam Buddha. Wow, that's so beautiful. Exactly. So, you know, it is a new moon. There are going to be new connections, exploring ideas. Your curious mind is going to ask you to do that. But sometimes when we start a journey of exploration, what often happens is we tend to get affected. Again, what we think, how we visualize ourselves, tend to get affected by the situations around us. And the cards are saying, practice becoming more confident about or realizing your inner beauty, and eventually you will blossom. You know, close far, you will blossom into this beautiful person who is unaffected, who can then take on these opportunities because they are not affected by the people around them. All right, let's have the cosmic insights. Now, the cosmic insights are a little more relationship oriented, but they can also tell us what's happening overall with you. So let's pull out a card. Oh, okay, this one more to come out. Open your heart. Oh my God. It will help you attract more love. Yes, exactly. Once you realize how amazing you are, once you open up your heart, because again, when you have doubts, your heart is a little it's a little like a prune, right? So it needs to be watered with self-care, self-love, so that you can attract the opportunities. Oh, commitment, things are getting serious. Yeah, for a lot of you, just by realizing how amazing you are going to start attracting maybe the love of your life. You're going to start attracting situations that make you feel good about yourselves. That's how the law of attraction works, right? The more that you focus on the good things happen. Some of you might actually be getting into a commitment, and maybe you might be wondering, why did this person choose me? Am I really worthy of this? And your friends are saying, yes, you are. And you're like, I don't know. Or you might have actually met through friends. And now this is the opportunity to take the next step in your relationship. So yeah, so definitely I feel like this is a little more relationship oriented, this entire reading. But there's also heavy doses of making sure that you are working with yourself. You are working on your inner beauty. All right, let's take a few more oracle cards and then we'll get to the tarot cards. Okay, you wanted to come out. All right. Oh, wow. Be peace. Yes. Trust in the magic. Oh my God, guys. This is so beautiful. I really love your pile. Life is a mystery. Yes. So definitely, be peace, like be peace. Like don't start fighting with yourself. Not everything has to be a battle. Sometimes just give yourself love, and so much love that, you open your heart, you attract love, you attract, someone. Maybe like, even if you don't have anyone right now, group 3, I feel like in April, you might find someone that you are ready to get into a commitment with. And again, not just relationship, it could be a situation, it could be a job. I'm getting more relationship vibes, but for some of you who aren't looking for that, trust in the magic, because once you do this, yeah, the law of attraction is going to work for you. Life is a mystery, right? You might think that you know everything. Group 3, you don't. That's what the spirit is saying. You don't. There are much bigger mysteries in life that will emerge for you, and you're going to be so, you're going to be so astounded by them. All right, so let's look at your tarot cards. I'm going to just shift this so that we have enough space. Okay. What should group 3... Okay, yeah, your cards came out. What should group 3 know about April? Let's see. I'm gonna tip this. I think this wants to go over here. All right, you've got a lot of cards, so let's see if we can fit all of them. All right, you've got Queen of Cups, beautiful. Page of Cups, yeah, this is definitely a love reading of sorts. The Hangman, I'm just gonna keep this here. Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, the Hanged Man. You got, the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and you've got 3 of Pentacles. Funny enough, these 3 cards came up in group 2 also. Maybe you need to go back to group 2 and sort of listen to that. I'm going to pull out one more card for you. I don't know why. I feel like, yeah, exactly. There are more cards who wanted to come. I'm going to just take one of them because, all right. Yep, Queen of Wands. Okay. So definitely you have the capability within you. You have the capability to be a queen who is in charge of her emotions, who is unaffected by things that are around you. And you've had this ability before. So you need to just be reminded about that, right? So the Page of Cups is someone who's like, who's just into, at least in this particular reading, the way I am interpreting it is you are sort of beginning to discover this past capability of yours to be more in touch with your inner self. All right. So yes, you are starting to do that, but definitely this is the kind of energy that you are going to get into. I also feel like someone is going to enter your life that is going to allow you to be in this Queen of Cups energy, in this emotional state. There is this particular limbo that you've been hanging into that's disappearing for you. It wasn't like you didn't even realize that you were in a limbo, right? You didn't even realize that maybe you had like small, sometimes like when you're depressed, you don't really realize this, but it comes up in small things. Not that the Hangman is a card of depression, but it comes up in small things. And we are just beginning to get into that abyss from where you cannot come out. So yes, so the universe is saying you might have noticed that you were feeling a little bit in the limbo. Well, that's about to end. Definitely with the King of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, that is about to end. So you're building a solid foundation that will result in a beautiful future for you. You will need solitude. You will need some time with yourself. The Hermit card is sort of self-imposed isolation where you're going inside, right? So this is what the Oracle card had asked you to do. You are going inside. Like the Wisdom and the Hermit is pretty much sort of similar imagery. You are going inside. You're trying to figure out, how do I become more like Gautam Buddha? How do I become more Zen-like, so that I can start building a beautiful future. I can be this person who is not just emotionally stable, but is attractive, but is inspiring, who just like, lights up the world. So yeah, so group 3, all in all, I feel like you are jumping into a situation where you will be surrounded by new connections. You are going to be asked to explore ideas with a curious mind. But because there's going to be so much going around you, the cards are saying you will need time to just go back and take a deep breath, light a few candles, like this one, light a bit of an incense, and just ground yourself. Know that despite what anyone says, you are an amazing person. And very soon you're going to, all those opportunities are going to turn into something stable, something that will help you, go through life, without a lot of care. It does require some introspection, but yes, you are getting into this energy. Yes, that's all that I had for you today, group 3. This is a wonderful reading. I hope you have a great April. Do let me know if some of you do tie a knot or if you start getting serious, because I definitely feel this is true. This is coming true for a lot of you. All right. Thank you so much, group 3. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, group 4. Welcome to your April 2026 reading. You would have chosen this group because you were attracted to this particular card, or because your day of birth added to 5 or 6. Either ways, be absolutely sure that you have chosen the right group. All right, so your card is the Hunter's Moon. The Hunter's Moon calls for focus and strategic action, preparing you to pursue your goals with clarity and precision. Right, so for some reason this stayed. So okay, I'm gonna this was actually group 3's, but maybe this was true for you, or this is going to be true for you also. So embrace new connections and explore ideas with curious minds. So obviously in April, you are being called to take action, but action that is planned, action that has a certain strategy, and you're probably going to do that through your connections, through being open and having a curious mind. By the way, if you can, or if you have the time, do go through pile 3's reading. I feel like there might be messages out there for you too. All right, so let's start with the Oracle cards. Let's see what April has in store for you. What are some of the main messages? Ooh, cherubs. Nice. And dolphins. Beautiful. Okay, let's quickly read what these are about. The other thing I'm also getting for some of you is your connection. So someone very close to you might, of course, help you with this, but they might actually, because the pylon or the group 3 was about healing. So some of them will help you sort of move forward. I feel like some of you might be fighting a legal case, and in this particular situation, your strategy, your focus will help you towards like a more happier version of yourself. Okay, anyways. Dolphins are, Dolphins are believed to be bearers of higher or older souls. They are regarded as healers. Yes, keeping a picture of dolphins or hearing their sounds is known to have healing effects. Yes, definitely. With the dolphin card comes the message that time is ripe for healing. This could be an emotional, physical, or mental level. It can also mean healing of broken or suffering relationships. The happy dolphins are all set to help you get back to life with a smile. With their healing powers, they pull you out of a low or toxic phase and set you forth towards happier times, happy healing. Yes, I definitely feel like some of you, especially like March, Feb and March would have been extremely hard. There was something that you were suffering from, or there was just a lot of uncertainty that you were going through. And, the universe is saying, well, that is over. You now have the information that you need, to actually go ahead, be more strategic, be more focused about where you want to go next. There are people who are going to be helping you. Cherubs aren't just about love, but because this card has also come up, and well, because of everything else, there are going to be people who are going to they're going to be helping you. Let's talk about cherubs. Cherub is an angelic being with wings. Looks like an infant and is prominent in classical paintings. Heralds, fun times ahead for you in the company of like-minded people. Exactly. Yes, there are people who are coming to help you. These could be friends, family, but yes, they are pulling you out of your, out of that uncertainty and, making you laugh like this dolphin. Cherubs are known for their childlike innocence, and the love you will experience will be blessed with innocence. Take a vacation with your friends or partner to unwind and have a good time. Some kind of adventure is on the card, so make the most of it. Beautiful. Yes, definitely. You are being asked to, of course, be strategic, be focused, take action, but it's not going to be all serious stuff for you in April. People are going to be there to help you, or maybe work is going to require you to be so serious about things, so be so focused. But once you move out of the office, or once you move out of wherever you work, there are going to be people out in your life, just friends who are going to help you heal. All right, let's take a look at some more oracle cards very quickly. See what other messages are coming through. Challenges: make a decision, work on inner healing. Okay, let's take out one more. Open your heart. Yep. So yes, I think April, you're going to be very focused on solving a certain challenge, with a lot of focus, with a lot of strategy, definitely. But sometimes, dealing with challenges, it could be people, it could be work, it does sap a lot of our energy, and you will have people around you who sort of help you recharge, and sort of some of you have been asked to sort of not put up walls. Boundaries are good, but not put up walls to a point where people can't get to you. And it could be literal walls, like you're literally in your cubicle the whole day, that people just can't get to you. They cannot be with you. They cannot help you heal. So you're asked to definitely focus on something, but not so much that it takes up the entirety of your life. All right. So don't forget to have fun. That's basically what the cards are saying. All right. Thank you. 2 of them came. Stag spirit, take the lead. Yes, definitely. And be generous of spirit. Yes, definitely at work. I feel like, or whatever the situation in life, yes, you're going to take the lead. You're going to confront this thing head on. You are going to it's going to take your focus, but at the same time, you got to be generous with your towards you. You got to be generous with your time towards you, with your family, because they will provide that recharging that is required for you, so that you can go through this April. I feel like it's going to go not just in April, but in May. That these 2 months are going to be very hectic for you. It's going to require a lot of planning, a lot of strategy. It's going to be an action, because the first 3 piles almost, it was a lot about just taking the time to set the foundations, but that's not the case for you. You are going to be put into action. You're going to be solving challenges. The Spirit is just saying, make sure that you're making time for your friends, because they're going to help you recharge. All right. Let's pull out your tarot cards for you, because it's not a very, because it says focus. I'm going to pick out the cards that come on the top, unlike the first. And like I did this for pile 1 because that's how Spirit said it should be. I'm going to do that for you too. Pile 4. I feel like that's how we should be going ahead with this reading. All right. So you got Ace of Swords. Yes, definitely. Definitely you're taking the lead on something. You got 3 of Wands, celebration. Whatever you're going to take the lead, whatever you're going to put into action, it is going to manifest. Beautiful. The Magician. Yes, it is going to manifest. I literally said manifest. It is going to manifest. It is going to reap rewards. April is not the Empress. April is not a time to be shy. So if you were thinking, when can I act on this? When should I make a plan? April is the month for you. These are such positive cards. And the High Priestess, exactly. The High Priestess talks about intuition, talks about inner feelings, as our inner being, your inner healing, your inner mind, your intuition. So you are going to be guided by your intuition. But here's the thing. When you're guided by your intuition, when you're guided by your gut instinct, it does tend to sap a lot of energy. Like even these pick a card readings, I have to do them after like 2 hours. That's why you see the light change so much. But I have to do them, otherwise I just won't be able to. So you are going to be trusting your gut instinct in April as you create your strategy, as you get into an action mode. But don't forget that there are people who are going to be helping you recharge. So don't forget to do that. But yes, whatever you take up in April, group 4, it is divinely blessed. It is going to be an absolute success. You are going to see the fruits of it. And I'm being called to tell you that somewhere around between September to October, you will find a big, there's going to be a big outcome that's going to come towards you because of all this planning, of all this action that you're taking. Right? It could be a promotion, an achievement of some sort. Again, it might be hints of that because again, some promotion cycles are not, they don't work that way. But yes, for you, something is coming to completion across September and October. Yes, that's what the cards are saying for you. That's what April is going to be for you. It's going to be an amazing month for you, group 4. You guys are so lucky to claim this energy. And yeah, that's all I have for you. Bye and best of luck.